Some of the African countries, like Uganda and Ghana, we are much richer than, for instance, Singapore. But why did Singapore come up and these African countries stagnated? It was because of this bad attitude to the non-indigenous investors. So therefore, I told our people that if you want to be credible, to attract new investments, you must give back these properties. But thirdly, it's not necessary. Why do you have to be in an Indian shop? Like these Indians of Ntungamo, they were just there in 1 acre, more or less. For us, we had the whole county. These were just here in the trading center. Why would I have a whole farm in my village of a square mile, and I am now envious for these decimal points of this Indian in the trading center? It is really madness. Why do you care about this property? Why don't you develop yours? So when we defeated their line of reasoning and we gave back the properties, 8,000 of them, in the whole of Uganda, imagine. Today, between Entebbe and Wakiso and Kampala, if you count the properties of the Africans, you are talking of 2 million, not 2 million properties of the Africans in just the Kampala and Entebbe area only. So really, this is a very big mistake of how people can get lost. So therefore, when we give back these properties, the reasons, as I've said, were three. First of all, it is immoral. Secondly, not strategic. But thirdly, totally unnecessary. We don't need. I'm very glad none of my children has ever been in an Indian property to get excellent from there, to get bad luck from there, because they should have their own properties. So therefore, you are most welcome. The investment opportunities are many. We have got so many opportunities. Like recently, I was happy after a long time of trying and not succeeding. We have got serious investors, as you heard. I think it was the group who are talking about investing in a vertically integrated steel industry in the southwest, in the Kavari. We have got very high grade iron ore there, the best in the world. But we have been having, that's the one. But we have been having problems importing steel from China, from Ukraine, from India. The distance from the ocean to here is very long. So we are now going to have that problem solved by him and others. They are actually now rushing in. There are many. I'm now having it controlled. Them say, you wait a bit, you wait a bit. Now, then where I think that's a basic industry, because once you have the steel industry, that's one of the basic industries. And now with the Chinese, we are also working on on the chemical industry, the one from petroleum and gas. We have got some contacts with the Chinese to work on that. Now, there's one area where I would want to invite people. This is the area of fertilizers, because now people are crying that because of the war in Ukraine, the price of fertilizer has gone up in the world. But here, we have got a very high grade phosphate deposit, more than 200 million tons of phosphate ore in Lord Poppert's area of Tororo. So I invite people to invest in the phosphates. We had invited a Chinese group, but I think they got problems financially. So that area is there, the phosphates. Now, if we produce ammonium nitrate in the oil area from the gas, then we have the phosphates, the triple superphosphate, and then we shall get somewhere potassium, maybe in the Lake Kato area, so that we are able to synthesize the basic fertilizer, the NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. That's an area where, because this one is now linked to agriculture. The phosphates, the fertilizers are crucial for agriculture. So please, if you can get me people to invest in the phosphates, it will be very good.
Will be duty-free. Ultimately, we want to increase bilateral trade between Uganda and UK. Our offer to business includes UK export finance, private investment vehicles, ODA-led finance, access to government and DIT in country support.
Indian Business Forum was started in the year 2014. Prior to this, Indian Association, which is a parent body, used to do activities of business community. There are more than 1,340 companies operated by either Indians or Indian origin persons in Uganda, out of 8,617 companies registered here. Approximately 27,000 Indians are living in Uganda, which means that less than 1% of the population, but the contribution to the revenue collection is 60%, sir. According to Uganda Investment Authority, India is the second source country for investments in Uganda. Between 2015 and 2020, Uganda Investment Authority licensed 228 Indian investment projects valued at 464.5 million, accumulating in nearly 20,000 jobs.